start with the new theme, which I'm going to carry through for the next few months. And this theme has the title Free Breath. It's a new concept which Heinz Grill introduced some 30 years ago. And it has a very wide-reaching significance, this term free breath. So I'd like to start with just a very basic idea about free breath today. And over the weeks, we'll gradually build up and look at different aspects of free breath. So the first concept that I'd like to just stay with this morning, one that will be very familiar to you, the idea of being aware of the space that surrounds us. So if we take our awareness outside ourselves into the space, that has a natural effect on our breathing. If we look outwards more and feel a sense of spaciousness, very naturally our breathing will become more spacious, more free in its whole quality. So I'd like to just stay with that as a simple thought, and we can experience that through the different movements. So would you like to come up to a standing position? So there's a very simple exercise which has the title Free Breath. And it starts by looking around us into the room that you're in and simply moving the arms up through that open space, right up high and then down again. And as you take the arms up and through this open space, you can let the breath flow in and then flow out. Breath flows in and the breath flows out. Let's come straight into the sun prayer and let's stay aware of this free surrounding space. Take the hands together, take the arms up, lengthening upwards, then come down, look at the ground. Take your right foot back, forming a good base. Take the arms up and lengthen right up high. Come into the plank. Take the knees, chest and face down, slide along the ground, open into the cobra. Push into the downward dog. Right foot forward. Opening right up. And take the left foot forward, looking down towards the ground. Come up once again, streaming up. And take the hands down. Hands together. Take the arms up and lengthen. Soften the knees, look down towards the ground. Left foot back. Rise up with the arms and grow. Come into the plank. Take the knees down, hollow the back face down, and curl up into the cobra. Push into the downward dog. Left foot forward. Right up high with the arms. And the other foot forward. Come right up and grow. And hands down. Let's come back to the first exercise again, free breath. So when we take our arms through that open space, we feel that sense of opening and expansion. And we allow the breath freely in. As the arms come down, we let the breath flow out. Free breath. Right the way up, the breath flows in, the sides open. And back down again. The breath flows out. This time we'll take the arms up and keep them up a little longer through that open space. And be aware, particularly of this region around your middle, around the solar plexus. You can feel the movement of the breath, you can feel the diaphragm, the ribs. And just allow yourself to grow even more from that region. Right up high, growing and lengthening a little bit more, lifting up the rib cage, and then take the hands down. Just be aware of your breath. You can notice how it changes, it frees itself up with the more we stretch. Let's do another round of the sun prayer. Really make sure to lift and open from here. Hands together. Take the arms up through that free and open space. Lifting from the rib cage. Soften the knees. Take the hands down and look towards the ground. Take the right foot back. Good base. Take the arms up. More of an active growing upwards from your middle. Then come into the plank. Knees down, hollow the back, face down. Slide along the ground. Open into the cobra, lengthening from the solar plexus. Downward dog. Long back. Right foot forward. Coming up and really grow and stream up. Other foot forward. Come up once again and lengthen. Free breath. And the hands down. Hands together. Take the arms up. And a good lengthening stretch, free breath. Soften the knees, look down towards the ground. Left foot back. Good base with the legs, growing into both legs. Then actively streaming up from your middle right through to the fingertips. Then come into the plank. Knees down, hollow the back, face down, slide along the ground. Curl up in the cobra. Stay well anchored with your pelvis and open up your ribs. Come into the downward dog. Long line. Left foot forward. And come up once again and really grow. Breathing. And the other foot forward. Come up once again. Streaming up high. And take the hands down. We'll come to the standing head to knee position. So when we bend forward, there can be a bit of a tendency to start holding the breath. Let's be aware of that. Make sure we really allow it in its free flow. Take your legs and feet together. So your legs are really quite closed like this. Ankles together. Feet stably on the ground. Tightening in this region of the sacrum. And just take the arms lightly up. If the arms are really light, then the breath can much more easily flow freely. And come down, taking the hands out in front, looking forwards. And once again, just stay with that free movement of breath. If we push and strive too much, the breath will tend to tense up. Let's come lightly back up, taking the arms above the head, and just once again, be aware that you're surrounded by free space. Let the breath flow. The more we have a feeling of the space around us, the freer becomes the breath. Take the hands down. So this time we're going to extend out a bit further. We're going to allow the upper body to grow. But what's really important in terms of the breathing is that we don't force the movement. If we force the movement, the breathing closes up. If we can allow ourselves to let the body grow, we think of the picture of growing, let the body grow, then the breath remains freer. Let's take the arms up again. Legs are closed. Good firm legs, but free upper body. And take the body gently down, looking out ahead. Now we need to picture a flowing outwards and let the body follow. It grows in a natural, effortless way outwards. And if there's no forcing in the body, then the breath remains free. We can grow longer and longer. Take the fingers out even a little bit further still. With the increasing stretch, the breath can even become more free. Then relax down again. Soften the knees and come freely back up. Taking the arms above the head, grow and lengthen. And take the hands by your sides. Right, let's do another round of the sun prayer. Just remain aware of how your breathing is. Ideally, we should find that throughout the session, our breathing starts to become fuller and freer. So by making a mental note, we can be aware of the comparison. Let's take the hands together. Take the arms up very freely, no forcing, but allowing the body to really stretch. Take the hands down again, look down towards the ground. Take the right foot back, grow into the legs, take the arms up and now actively lengthen, streaming right up through to the fingertips. Come into the plank. Take the knees down, hollow the back, face down, slide along the ground, curl into the cobra. Push into the downward dog, lengthening through your back. Take the right foot forward, forming the base with the legs. Take the arms up, grow right up through to the fingertips. Take the other foot forward, looking down towards the ground. Come up once again, stretch and grow. And take the hands down by your sides. Hands together. Take the arms up, streaming right up through to the fingertips. Take the hands down, look towards the ground. Take the left foot back. Take the arms right up high, stretching up. And then come into the plank. Knees down, hollow the back, face down. Cobra. And the downward dog. Left foot forward. And then come right up high with your arms. And the right foot forward. And then come up once again and grow. And lengthen. And take the hands down through the surrounding space. Let's just again be aware of that very free, open space that surrounds us. Letting the breath naturally follow the movements. The breath flows in, fully and freely. The breath flows out. No strain. And just relax. So we'll come to another quite active exercise, and this is the scales. And we'll particularly be aware of this solar plexus region, the rib cage area, in doing the scales. Obviously, that's very connected. It's the most connected region with our breathing. Our breathing can flow into all sections of the body, but particularly it's most expansive in this area. So let's come into a preparatory movement, and being particularly aware of that area, we can grow and lift from there. You can go back into your back heel, upwards through the spine, right up through the arms to the fingertips, and really let the breath flow. Back down again. Take the other foot forward, a good step. Take the arms up, growing back into the heel, from the middle of the body upwards through the upper spine, right through to the fingertips. Free breath, let the breath expand. Come back again, let's do the same thing again. We can lengthen the body even more, a good firm step down. Take the arms up. Now grow backwards into the back heel, upwards into the hands, and feel the breath in the middle, really expansive. And come back down again. And the other side, as if we're stretching out the body like an elastic band. Grow back into your back heel, upwards through the spine, through the arms, right up to the fingertips, stretching in the two directions. And let the breath flow fully and freely. Back down again. Feet together, soften the knees, roll down and hang. You can notice in this hanging position how the breath is a bit just gentler, a bit shallower. And then as you rise up freely through the air, take the arms above the head and feel the breath expanding outwards again. And take the hands by your sides. Let's come into the actual scales. So you can take a step forward, firm step with one foot. Take the arms up above the head. Make sure that you're breathing right from the start. And then go back into your back foot and stream out forwards through the body and the arms. Keep breathing. Return again. Take the foot forward a little bit and then down. And take the hands down. And the other side. Take a good step forward. Take the arms up. And then come into the scales. Streaming out lengthways. Keep breathing. And then return again. Take the foot down and take the hands down. Just be aware of the breath, let it flow. And notice the extent of it. So one way in which we can increase the stretch in the scales is to push back harder with the leg. And what we find is that the body naturally will stream out further in the other direction. I'm just going to demonstrate this. Hopefully you'll be able to see it well enough on your screens. So when you come into the position, you can really push that leg back and up. And as a result, the body can stream further out. Hopefully you could see that. And you finish off carefully again. And you can stretch up a bit more. So we're increasing the amount of stretch. And that will again increase the expansion of the breath. So take one foot forward, a good step. Take the arms up. Make sure you've got some good stretching in the middle of the body already. Come into your back leg. And as you come into the position, push that back leg even further up, really powerfully, and then stretch out in the opposite direction as well. Keep breathing really fully and freely. And then return again. Take the foot forward and down with your arms as well. And you should feel now your breathing is really filling out. Let's do it on the other side. Taking a step. Lifting up already from your middle. Take the arms up. Come into the horizontal position and then actively push out through the leg. Through thick body, through to the fingers. Keep breathing. And then return again. Take the foot forward and down. And take the hands down, soften the knees, and then roll down. And then come all the way back up, arms above the head, and take the hands by your sides. So we'll come to a triangle now, the lying triangle on your back. So you can lie down. And just make a good straight line with your body to start with. Legs are together, spine is in a straight line, shoulders and neck relaxed. And then you can raise one leg up into this triangle. Imagine that the movement starts from your solar plexus. It doesn't just start from your hips, it starts from the solar plexus. And the movement feeds down through the abdomen and up through the leg. You can just take hold of this leg if possible, but don't pull it towards you. Think of pushing away with your leg. The hand just lightly holds the leg in place. And now be aware of your breathing. Just by being aware of our breathing, we can find a freer flow of breath. Come back down again. Be aware of your solar plexus as the starting point and raise up the other leg. Support it with the hand. The leg grows outwards away from the body as if it comes out of the solar plexus. And the breath flows freely. Come back down again. Just become aware once again of your head and neck region. So this is really important when it comes to the breathing. If we can keep the head relaxed while the legs are active, that differential helps the free breath. When you're ready, good active movement up with one leg. Just hold it with the hand. The head stays relaxed, but the legs are active. The two legs are both active, going in different directions. The head is relaxed. And with that differential, we can feel the freeing of the breath. Come back down again. Head stays relaxed and the shoulders. And take the other leg actively up. Both legs are firm, moving outwards from the body. Finish the triangle with the hand. And just be aware of that difference between active legs, relaxed head. That difference can bring about a freeing of the breath. Come back down again. Just relax and be aware once again of your breathing. And then come back up to a standing position. You can come and stand with your feet wide apart in this triangle position. So one very important theme when it comes to the free breath is the so-called threefold structure. If we can be aware of this, then we can also find freer breath. So the threefold structure means that firstly, we're aware of this triangular base with our legs. Secondly, we're aware of the middle section, which is where our breathing is mainly happening, the ribcage area. Just be aware of that. And thirdly, we can be aware of the top area, which is very free, all around the head and neck and shoulders. Let's just stay with that quiet awareness, the threefold structure, the firm triangular base, the expanding breath in the middle, and a very relaxed, light head, calm head. Let's take the arms very gently up through that space to touch at the top. In this position, we can also experience the threefold structure, firm legs, stretching in the middle, and the lightness around the head at the top. And take the hands down again. So we're going to come into the triangle where we reach freely over to each side. The triangle is a very important exercise for free breath because we really move through the free space around us. Take the arms up and take your left arm out to one side and then come right the way over. And come back again. Feeling yourself moving through that open space, take the other arm out and move outwards through the open space. So the more freely we can move, the more freely the breath flows. Take both arms up, change the arms around, moving freely out into the open space and letting the breath flow freely. Coming back again. Arms move through the open space like great expanding wings. And we come right the way out to the other side again. And back to the center. Let's do it once again, being aware of that threefold structure, firm legs. Actively stretching out a little bit more from the middle now, but keeping the head and the arm free. Back to the center. Change the arms around, come down to the other side, firm legs, active stretching, free growing, and back to the middle again. Take the hands down, be aware of your breathing. So we can do the triangle one more time, and I'm just going to demonstrate. This time we're going to have a little pause and then stretch a bit further, but we're going to stretch specifically out of the middle of the body. Just have a look. Hopefully you can see well enough. So we come into the position as we just have done. You can be aware of the breath and then grow a little bit more, stretching out even further. Don't know if that would have been visible on your screen, but anyway, let's have a go. Take both arms up. Take one arm out to the side. Make sure the breath is free. Come over to the side. Firm legs. Now actively stretch out a little bit more. Streaming out sideways. Keep breathing. Then come back again. Take the arms up the other way. Come over to the side. Be aware of the firm legs. Have a little pause. And then take hold of your willpower so that you stream out even further. Through the side, through the arm. Keep breathing. Back again. Take both arms up. Be aware of your breath. Take the hands widely out through the open surrounding space. Come down, hang forwards. Neck relaxed, head and shoulders relaxed. And then just come freely back up again. Take the hands down and close your legs. Let's just stand for a moment, being aware of the free breath. You can feel the breath flowing in and flowing out. And the main theme for today was that the more we become aware of the space that surrounds us, the more that has a freeing effect on our breathing. So let's finish our session there.